Have you guys ever discussed doing like, you know, the Jay and Silent Bob thing where you just like follow Napoleon again and find him as an adult?
We haven't really discussed it. No, like, you know, I mean,
would that even
going on the
you?
record right now? It would. It would be if. I mean, this is the same soundbite I give all the time because, you know, that's the other question that people always ask. You know, would you guys ever do it?
I'm so glad to hear that I'm different.
Yeah.
So glad to hear.
No, I can't believe it because it is true. I mean, I would be thinking the same thing. And people always say the same thing like, oh, I'm so glad you guys have kept the integrity of the movie, that you haven't made it. And then other people are like, what's wrong with you guys? Why would you do a sequel? It's so obvious. Everybody else is. And simply put, I'm just like, look, I leave that in Jared's hands. It's his baby. If he were game, then I'd be game. Is basically
really
the
tough,
easiest question.
That would be a really daunting thing. You hit it out of the park the first time.
Yeah, it would be.
You know, like how do you know, that's when that pressure comes in the second time. Every time
I think about it, I think, because, you know, we've been pitched 100 things just from fans, right? Yeah, how many times I'm sure you've heard the same thing, even from like relatives or someone like, dude, I have the best idea for a Napoleon sequel. Like, what about you and Pedro? The time machine works. You guys go back to the dinosaur age. You hop on, you know, all kinds of like crazy things. And sometimes like it could go any direction. But it was almost over the last 20 years. It sure made sense. Now it's 20 plus years since. And I'm like, no, I don't. You know, I don't want to speak out loud whatever Jared has in mind, but I feel confident Jared would be the same way. No, let's see him in real time. Like, what would he be like as an adult now?
Right.
Not try to like throw the exact same costume on, try to pretend you're a teenager again, you know?
Yes.
And I think, you know, because the first one was so unique and weird, and you're looking at this life and who he is and the people around him, I would be very curious. It's not obvious to me. And so just me curious, you know, out of my own curiosity, would love to see what a person like that, a character like that would be like now.
As an adult.
Kind of realistically, but still, you know, you want to make it funny. You want to make it like interesting, but still like this, you know, the extreme version of that is like me and some of the other castmates joke about it all the time. We're always thinking like, oh dude, if you did a sequel, it would be a hard, like drama, rated R drama, you know, because
it would have to
he's not charming anymore. He's dark and he's
like hanging out in strip clubs.
Dealing with life. Napoleon dealing with life and all the crap that is thrown at him, you know, it'd be weird. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, I would be very curious to see.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Every Plate. You have been there. I know you have. You stand in front of the fridge with it open for like 5 minutes and you still have no idea what you're going to make for dinner. Yeah. That's me a lot. But I love using Every Plate because it takes that out of the equation. It is hands down the easiest way to make dinner exciting again without spending a fortune. The meals are super flavorful. The portions are generous. And I love that I can get something that tastes like restaurant style food without the price tag. Last week, we had something my kids loved. It was this cheesy Mexican street corn hash. They loved it. They also loved the crispy buffalo ranch chicken, which I love, and it has tons of protein in it. And it's fun to cook, especially with the kids. And here's the kicker. You'll actually spend less on those meals than you would at the grocery store eating out. And with the new recipes rotating every week, you'll never get stuck in the we cook the same 3 meals every single week thing. I use Every Plate, and I think you should too. What are you waiting for? Dig into these flavor-packed meals your household will love. New customers can get meals for only $1.99 each. Just go to everyplate.com/podcast and use code Katee199 to get started. Discount applies to your first box. Limited time only.